Hello gamers, my name is KK and today we are completing the Elite Bloonarius with no powers and no abilities. It's gonna be pretty interesting. The last week's Bloonarius was fairly simple. This one is slightly harder, not by a big margin, I would say like maybe 10% harder. So if you felt like you were fine with the previous week, you will kill this week just fine. So we begin with Quincy in the spot I did, and then we start farming and farming hard. On round 13 we also placed the sniper, and after that we just go hard and even harder on the farms, and on round 23 we place 101 ninja. After that we have 4 farms, and next we place the druid. Druid is gonna be 041 jungle bounty druid, and these druids are the key to our monetary success. So we place one of them on round 32, and next we keep on farming. We place one more 000 farm and one more druid. By round 40 you need to have 3 druids of this kind. And also, I placed the ice tower, but this ice tower is kinda not necessary because it didn't work the way I intended it to. Don't worry if Bloons go past the first line of defenses, because here, the longer the rounds last, the better. On round 40, as you can see, we barely deal any damage to the Bloonarius, and it's fine, we want to have it this way. We place 4 jungle druids, and then we add the total number up to 6. After that, as you can see, I placed the village and I upgraded the boomerang monkey in the beginning of the track to the 420. As you can see, I have 6 jungle druids by round 48. After that, we upgrade the village to 200 and we place another boomerang. But keep in mind that we also have the ninja 104 in the bottom of the map. This ninja deals damage to the Bloonarius, while 2 boomerangs on top clean up all the ceramics. Both boomerangs are 420. Also keep in mind, I want your attention here, because we will sell one of our boomerangs soon, and we will replace it with the Blade Maelstrom Tech Shooter. I also added the 7th druid while all of this is happening, and when the Bloonarius has only 3 skulls left, we must have 8 druids of the jungle, and we have the Tech Shooter 042. When you see the wave of ceramics, you use the ability and it clears it up very quickly. Before we get the next skull, the ability will be recovered, so don't worry about that much. You also wanna re-buy your bomber ninja once and place it higher so that it always reaches the Bloonarius. While this is all happening, you must always micro the ability of druids, and you already have 7 farms and 8 druids of the jungle. After we kill the tier 1 Bloonarius, we sell the ninja immediately and we upgrade the BRF 420. After that, with 8 druids, we add the 9th and the 10th one, as you can see, and we need to greed pretty hard. As you can see, so we have 9th, and soon we'll have the 10th, and we have 2 BRFs in the beginning of round 60. Also, remember, it is very important, you need to always use the abilities. You cannot mess this up, because druids are the main income of ours in the beginning. So we upgraded all the BRFs, and now in the very end of the map, we placed 420 boomerang, 420 village, and 301 alchemist. It's very important. Now, as you can see, it's already halfway through and we barely dealt any damage to it. But now we place the MAD and we upgrade the guy to the Glaive Lord, because it will save our butts, it will destroy the Moabs and the ceramics. How do you deal with tier 2 Bloonarius? It's the hardest part of the guide, so if you mess this up, don't worry, it's pretty difficult. You need to practice it a bit. So you have to use MAD and deal the main damage to the Bloonarius. When he vomits the BFBs, you snipe them with the MAD rockets, and you need to reduce everything up to ceramics, because if you have a lot of Moabs, they will go past the Glaive Lord. After that, you wanna be very clever. You place 2 overclocks right after you get the MAD. It is very important to do this at the same time, and you wanna be using the ability of MAD smartly. And as you can see, we wanna use it to stall the things. Why 2 overclocks? First overclock, we clock the MAD, and the second one is for the Glaive Lord. It's very important. Without the overclock, Glaive Lord is gonna leak in this specific situation, because the last time it was much easier, but here we need to use overclocks as well. I use the abilities to stun the blimps, as you can see, and it gets much easier. By the way, the stunning ability of the Dirtling Gunner is in the military monkey knowledge branch. You can get it very early on, very simple. So, and here, as you can see, I intentionally don't damage the Bloonarius in the last 2 skulls until I almost have my ability back, because we need the ability for the last 2 waves. We overclock both of our guys and we use the ability ASAP, as you can see. After that, we kind of pray, because it's as you can see, the overclock guy was able to clean it up, and boom, we did it. You gotta practice this a bit, it's not so easy. After we kill the tier 2 Bloonarius, it's no time to rest. You immediately sell all of your druids, you sell the MAD, and yeah, now you place 2 farms of 4-0. As you can see, all the farms that we have will be 4-0 at this stage. We place 2 villages, and the center village is going to be 2-0-4, and later on 2-0-5. After we place this village, we need to place 2 more farms 4-0 to the left, as you can see. 1, and the second one will be for now out of range of the village, and it is intentional because we will use overclock on our village in order to increase the range of the village. Thus we will be able to consume this farm that's out of range in it easily. Use overclock on it now, and then upgrade it to tier 5 while overclocked. Boom, we have $45,000 price. If you have 40,000, it's alright. Less than that is not ideal, because we are gonna be pretty tight on money, and that's the main problem. If you wanna use the cash drop or the insta-monkey, use it in the very beginning of the game, and you will have much more money than I did. But here, this is no abilities run or no instas. So, as you can see, we have 7 farms and the tier 5 village. These farms are gonna be upgraded to the BRFs, and now I upgrade the 2 other farms. One of them is going to be 025 and the other one 250, but later on. First, we place the MAD once again. We will use the overclocks here. So what's the formula for tier 3? You deal damage with the MAD. You overclock him constantly, and you need to use the 502 Ice Tower. You always must have the Bloonarius in range. So what do? You place it, and when Bloonarius goes out of range, you sell it. As simple as that. After that, you place 502 Sniper on strong right beside the MAD on the tree stump, so that it reaches the Bloonarius all the time. And next, you will also want to upgrade the farm to tier 5, the Banana Central, and while this is all happening, you will upgrade the tier 5 Marketplace farm and the tier 5 Monkey Bank farm. Also, at the very end, as you can see, I added the tech shooter, and this tech shooter will become 205 tech zone, very important. And as you can see to the left, I also placed the Druid Avatar of Wrath, or AoV. And this Druid is the future sacrifice for the temple, and we can use him right now because he has good damage against the Bloonarius. Also, you must snipe all the DDTs and the bad balloons using the MAD when Bloonarius vomits them. You can't miss even one of them. That's very important because your towers at the end are just not capable of dealing with those balloon types. So you just snipe them with MAD, MAD one-shots them, so it's very simple. And I also added the 025 boomerang beside our future temple. Good, and at this stage, tier 3 is much easier than the tier 2. From this point on, we need to don't speed up the game here, because we need to be very careful. As you can see in the top left sector of the map, I have the Legend of the Night. Now we are preparing the sacrifices for our temple. As you can see, I sacrificed the 3 classes with the price over $50,000 to the temple, and now we have the maxed out temple, not the god. Very important. After we get the temple, we get the homeland defense, and we already have the Legend of the Night. So the next step in order to get the vengeful True Sun God will be to afford the anti-Bloon out of range of the temple, and we will also get the maxed out sacrifices for our guy. What sacrifices am I talking about? So village is number 1 for the True Sun God. We already have MAD in range. It's very important. So military sacrifices are already done. Next, we upgrade the Avatar of Wrath in range of the temple once again, and we do the same thing with the boomerang. And when we get around $600,000, we will upgrade this guy. I will show you. It will be when the Bloonarius has roughly 5 million HP. Before that, you overclock your temple and you overclock the MAD constantly. You use all the abilities, including the homeland defense, and you try to deal as much damage to the Bloonarius as possible. Remember to always use the sniper 502, just leave it on the tree stump on strong and he will help you tremendously. And the ice tower. Sniper and ice tower are very cool towers because they reduce the armor of the blimp, and your other towers can deal 30% more damage to the Bloonarius. Very big increase. Okay, and as you can see, we almost have 5 million HP, and we have around $600,000. It's very important to have this specific number because we will need to place the homeland defense once again immediately, and it costs quite a lot of money. So we upgrade True Sun God, Vengeful True Sun God, we placed the homeland defense immediately, and now we upgrade the range of the True Sun God. After that, I place the support temple. We upgrade the support temple, increase the range, and we place the Perma Brew Alchemist with the Ice Tower. Of course, as I told you, I buy and replace it again so that it's always in range of the Bloonarius. As simple as that. And now it's just the assault, sexual assault on the Bloonarius. It's just too easy with the Vengeful True Sun God to kill the tier 4 elite one. And okay, so once we assaulted this guy, we place 6 more BRFs to collect the money temporarily. And as you can see to the right side of the screen, I place 1,000,000,001 dart monkey. All of these dart monkeys will go on the 0-4-0 tiers, and ideally you want to have 50 of them. You must collect the money until round 120, so you want to have your farms active because money is going to be tight here. Next step is for us to place the dart paragon on the tree stump. You get me? Just Dart Paragon. We don't need Boomerang Paragon for this run because he has too small of a range. Dart Paragon is our Lord and Savior here. So we need BTSG, Med, Avatar of Wrath, Dart Paragon, and Support Temple. And of course the overclocks and the villages, like all the support stuff, it doesn't even need to be mentioned. It's understandable, I hope. So, good, we get the Dart Paragon, and so, to sum up, we have the Vengeful True Sun God maxed out. We have the Avatar of Wrath buffed with 5 more Druids of Wrath. We have the Support Temple, as you can see also with the Ice Towers. What I do with them? I have the draft, let's call it this way, so the rough preparations. I have five more ice towers prepared to be upgraded to the tier 5. So when I sell tier 5, boom, I immediately upgrade just 1 tier. I don't need to place tower and do all the 6 steps and movements there. But as you can see, this one is going to be pretty easy because we can destroy this Bloonarius no problem because of the good spot for the Dart Paragon and the Vengeful True Sun God. So This time, the tier 5 is gonna be the easiest, probably. Tier 1, you're gonna need to use a few maelstorms. Tier 2 is the hardest. Tier 3 is, it's not hard. You just need to execute it well. You need to target the main guy and to snipe all the DDTs. Not that hard. Tier 4 is piece of cake, and tier 5 is even easier. Okay guys, so it's just about it. Press the like or dislike button right now, depending on what you think about this video. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Me or my subs will answer you. And also subscribe now and press the bell notification so that you don't miss our amazing uploads in the future. See ya in the next one.